TMZ unless they can get me a date.
I just did a video on Lolo, basically the precursor to her mental breakdown, as she detailed the past relationship that she had. But this video is actually going to capture her real life mental breakdown over her ex blocking her. The link to the video I did already will be in the description. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe and hit the bell icon to never miss a video.
I have this hat on because my hair was destroyed. I have these glasses on because I literally was crying more than Lady Gaga in one of her movies.
So she was crying because she realized the relationship is over, or it's starting to sink in, one or the other.
So that's the rant. You guys have any questions? I mean, that's the tea. And I'm blocked on all media now. This motherfucker blocked me on everything. Before I had the WhatsApp open, my WhatsApp was the last saving grace. And now I have a hard block on Instagram, text. I don't think he blocked me on Twitter, but I blocked him on Twitter because I was like, what the fuck? Might as well. And then blocked on WhatsApp. So I don't know. I could always have one of my verified friends slide into his DMs.
That's so toxic. But what did she do that caused him to block her on every way of contacting him? Like, he basically said, I want nothing to do with you, without saying, I want nothing to do with you. And the fact that she knows that she's blocked on every outlet lets me know that she at least checked
to get his attention, but I don't care or want to. Like, he's the one that's messed up. He is one as he should be saying sorry for multiple things. The fact alone that he said I tried to ambush him for inviting him out with a group of friends shows you how terrified he is of commitment in group settings.
No, it shows me that he does not want to commit to you, Lolo. Not wanting to hang out in group settings. I get that. Sometimes you want maybe an intimate experience, but she's bashing him for basically choosing not to hang out with her.
He needs help, bro. Absolute freaking help. Yeah, thank you. I need to move on. But like,
she not gonna move on. This whole video is dedicated to her not moving on. This is a PSA to him, because no doubt he's going to watch this video, and if he apologizes or reaches out to contact her, he'll be back in her life. She will welcome him with open arms, but I wouldn't do it if I were him.
Full confession, it's hard to move on. When I talked about marriage to this guy multiple times, I talked about marriage. I've known him for 7 years, talked to him for 8 months, but he's a piece of shit, man. He's a piece of shit, and I know God was letting me on to his piece of shit. Like, there were times where we should have met up in LA, and I would see he would be hanging out with other people, and yes, other girls, and those girls tried so hard to make it with him. And, you know, it just gave me bad vibes all around. And like, the prayers I've always prayed for is
sounds like the women were in competition for this guy. Keep in mind, this is the most attractive guy she's ever dated. So chances are she ain't the only one interested in him, and he knows that. So he's using that leverage to his advantage. Furthermore, it shows that he just does not want to marry her, probably ever, or probably at this time. Either one, even if that's the case, she needs to move on. She's wasting time.
My husband would know my voice.
Oh my God.
He wouldn't be confused. He wouldn't be distracted. And I think so many times, because of dating apps, everybody thinks the other person is better with one more click away.
If her husband would know her voice, would she know her husband's voice? Would she know when he slides into her DM? Because Lord knows how many men she have turned down growing up. How many do you think? Like, you don't think the punter, could have been the man for her? You don't think some of the other guys could have been the man for her? But something Lolo ain't doing. She's the common denominator to all this.
Everybody thinks that. And I think that that's what old boy does. He's like, oh, I can get somebody else. I can get somebody else. I do the same thing. I'm talking to somebody like, well, maybe I could pull somebody hotter or whatever. But I'm at a place now where I'm like, if we vibe chemistry and I'm some sort of attracted to him and he loves Jesus, like, I'm ready to roll with this. I'm tired of the dating scene. Dating apps suck.
Yes, he can get someone else. That's what she just confirmed. But let's just say he was to marry her, right? He can't even have a natural pregnancy with her because she frozen her eggs. So if I'm him, I'm probably gonna go for someone younger, maybe someone slightly more attractive, maybe someone who's not gonna put every little argument on social media for validation.
Getting ready, going out on dates sucks. It's expensive. It's draining. It never works. I don't even know how people get married in 2022. It's just too much stress. So,
but she wants to get married and doesn't know how people get married in 2022. Let me put this out there. I want Lolo to get married. I want her to have a family. Is it going to happen? Probably not. I mean, she's going to have to do what, you know, some women hate to do, hate to admit that they do, and settle.
Yeah, so this is my rant. No, ain't nobody talking about a punter. The punter was like 5-6 years ago.
She should reach out to him.
I actually think he lives down the street. But yeah, that's the dating. And I'm a Christian, but I want to be like, fuck you, man. You were so fucking awful to me. You were fucking terrible to me. I was so nice, literally fucking sending you Bible verses on a regular basis, praying for you.
What guy wants Bible verses that's not heavily into the church? And I bet you those Bible verses were marriage centered. You know, he who finds a good wife finds a good thing, right? That's what they say until you get divorced.
Ugh. You want to try to bomb out on me with these other girls, try to play me and act like you're not talking to other girls, want to string me along? Like, no, bro, you suck. That's the one thing I hate about guys of this generation is they're the kings of stringing a girl along. It's like, oh, I'm not ready for marriage yet, but this girl right here, she's got what it takes to be a bomb ass wife. But you know what? I want to 50 other girls before I link up with this girl. Well, guess what? I hope this girl realizes that she's on the back burner and blows the fuck out and gets who she wants.
Oh my goodness. She's going in right now. But what qualities do you think Lolo possessed that she would be a good candidate to be a wife? She can't even keep her mouth shut when there's an issue in a relationship. Like,
it's not always better on the green side. Cool, you might have an amazing hookup, but the depth you lost on conversation, on just, you know, being vulnerability with someone else and actually finding your other half, roll with that. These hookups are so lame. Like, people have hookups and they feel absolutely dead inside. Dead inside. Was it worth it? Nah.
How does she know about hookups? Like, I guarantee you, she probably giving out that gawk. You know, like, here's a small story, right? When I was in college, this was this girl who was, let's just say, inexperienced. And she knew I was experienced. So to keep me at bay, to keep me interested, she gave me that gawk pretty much anytime I wanted.
It wasn't worth it. It's like eating candy. It's like, oh, it tastes delicious in the moment, but that stuff wades out quick. So that's my chant for tonight, or my rant. I just combined 2 words. TMZ is gonna pick this up. Fuck TMZ unless they can get me a date.
She's hurting, man. She is hurting inside.
Or a job. I'm technically unemployed. I don't know if I'm an athlete anymore or a TV person. I'm on the Tom Brady retirement plan.
All right, let's stop it right there. She slept it off, and eventually she woke up and she had this to say. Didn't sleep at all tonight. Depression is hitting me hard lately. My faith is getting choked out. I'm so tired of praying and waiting for things to change, and nothing is different. I cried out to God, show me how to get through this season because it's breaking me. I didn't leave my bed all day today. I had no energy. I couldn't watch TV. I couldn't eat, would just pray and cry. I'll try again to listen to the Bible and sermons, but sometimes they bring the opposite of peace. Pressing through your emotions to God, healing truth can be so hard when you're hurting. So this guy who was so hard on her, who basically treated her so bad she's still upset about. Maybe he didn't treat her as bad as she made it out to be.
Talked a little bit about it on my Twitch account. Actually, I talked a lot about it. I spilled all the tea. I'm surprised it didn't go viral.
It's coming. The viralness is going to happen.
Basically the last guy I talked to, who
like, he just blew up the friendship, never apologized for anything he did wrong, complete narcissist, never wrong. I swear, every woman thinks when they break up with a man, he's a narcissist. Like, that is some projections. I think she may be the narcissist.
Who was my solid friend. There is no more of that. He was mentally abusive to me, and I just...
Let's pause it right here. Mentally abusive, right? This is the abuse it's really hard to prove, but that's the go-to. He was mentally abusive. So how long were you with him? 10 years. And he was mentally abusive the whole year? Yeah. All right, come on now. But what did she write? He would ignore texts for 2 weeks, and then if I ignored a text for 2 days, he would block me. He said, don't block if we get in a fight, just mute. And then he ended up blocking me on every account over 5 months. The irony, she must have really been reaching out to this guy when he did not want to communicate to her, or he made it clear.
Can't take it anymore. Bro literally called me an ambusher when I asked to meet up with him and some others in a group setting. So he basically tried to say I was a stalker by saying, hey, I'm coming into town with a group of friends. It'd be nice to meet up. And that transformed into him calling me an...
Now look, he called me an ambusher, and ambush is a surprise attack. I called him 2 days before I left. I was invited out by friends and said, if you have time to meet, cool. If not, no worries. Yet bro called me a stalker in ambush. No girl should ever get gaslit like this in their life before. I don't know what she said, but reacting to all this madness Lolo just has around her, surrounding her dating life, it's really unfortunate. And I hope this is a cautionary tale to other women coming up in the industry, focusing on their career as opposed to focusing on starting a family. Because when you get older, when you're 40, you don't have no kids and you don't have a husband, people gonna look at you a little crazy. I mean, women are judged on their ability to keep a man. Lolo can get any man she wants, but she cannot find one to commit to her. What do y'all think about Lolo? Let me know in the comment section. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe, drop a like, and if you have a video or topic you want me to cover, reach out to me at henryresilient@gmail.com. Peace.